Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport, and probably the first piece of news I've covered in ages. And it's not even new news. This was first brought up in 2018. It just didn't happen yet. But now we have more details. A Fiat Tipo has been built under the TCR regulations to possibly race in Italy, maybe Europe, perhaps even the world. What other manufacturers do you think should race in a TCR based series? Personally, I think Lancia should enter a Lancia Ypsilon. You know, just so people remember that they still exist, and maybe get them to make a better car, and release it outside Italy, and, you know, not suck anymore. Fiat aren't really known for their motorsport history. They did have rallying success in the late 70s and early 80s with some truly good looking cars. The Fiat 124 Spider was a great little car that won a few rallies and even scored a 1-2-3 in the 1974 Portuguese rally. But it was the 131 at Bath that won 18 rallies and 3 constructors titles and took Marco Alain in 1978 and Walter Well in 1980 to the Drivers' Championship. But soon after that, the Fiat Group moved their rallying responsibilities over to Lancia, whom they owned, and Lancia itself had a lot of success with the fabulous Stratos, the 037, the S4, and my personal favourite, the Delta Integrale. And that success went well into the 90s, but they weren't wearing a Fiat badge, so that doesn't count. Nor does the fact that Fiat owned Ferrari between 1969 and 2015, meaning they owned the team between 9 drivers' championships and 14 manufacturers' titles, but again they weren't Fiat personally, so also don't count, along with numerous touring car successes with Alfa Romeo. Maserati won some GT championship with the MC12, and probably others, but nothing with a Fiat badge on has any kind of motorsport renown. The choice of car is an interesting one. I like the latest model of Tipo. I think it is quite good looking, as most from Italy are, and compared to the 500 and the Panda, it is definitely the best choice to be converted into a race car. A way better choice than the Panda especially. And it must be said, it is not Fiat entering the car into the arena of motorsport. It's an independent team called Technodom. Who are Technodom? Well, they make fridges. Professional looking fridges for restaurants and stuff. They also apparently make race cars, but that seems to be a family interest. Run by the Giacon family, brothers Kevin and Jonathan have raced in TCR Italy and Europe in a variety of cars, and so have experience in that field, and experience with fridges. With Father Domiziano, with everything on hold, they are currently making triage boxes for doctors to use during this pandemic, which is very noble of them. It's also put a hold to the balance of performance test the car needs to be considered fit for racing in TCR. So with the car ready to go except for this test, we should see it at some point in 2020, most likely in TCR Italy and Europe, but maybe as a wildcard entry in the World Touring Car Cup, probably driven by Kevin Giacon. If it were to be somewhat successful, it might infuse Fiat to enter the Tipo as a manufacturer entry themselves, which could be interesting. Their cars are always good looking in racing colours, and it's always nice to see new manufacturers in any form of motorsport. The car itself, as without any kind of racing livery painted on yet, is devilishly good looking. The front splitter and rear ring make it look great, and I kinda hope they keep it in a dark colour with a minimal of sponsorship logos to keep it looking sleek and stealthy. The car has been designed from the ground up with the help of former Audi Sport engineer Massimo Del Priotante, and everything down to the steering wheel is brand new, and with the Giacon brothers at the wheel, who have both won races in TCR Italy and are definitely capable of making a success of this car, at least nationally, and if Fiat step in to help, I presume they at least gave them permission to use it, so not something out of the realm of possibility. They could be the one to take this car to successful levels worldwide. And that maybe will inspire them to enter more motorsport series. How about Maserati returning to Formula 1? Heck, if their merger with Peugeot goes through, then they will have a team entered into the new Le Mans hypercar class. And who knows, maybe a return of Lancia to the World Rally Championship isn't out of the question. There isn't much in the way of news at the moment, but I found an article about this and it seems like an interesting idea. I want to see a vaster range of cars in TCR, especially with Volkswagen and Audi backing out after last year, and the thing that helps the series grow the most is constant injections of new blood to keep up interest. In other news, the funniest April Fool's Day news award goes to Prescott News for their article about Volvo entering the Le Mans hypercar class with a car sponsored by IKEA, an idea which is both hilarious and a little racist. They even suggested Marcus Ericsson would be one of the drivers, which was the most unbelievable part of it. But as we continue these quiet months waiting for the roar of our cars of choice thundering around the circuits of the world once again, remember to leave a comment with your thoughts. I'd love to hear your opinions on this or anything else on the channel, or any ideas you may have for videos. Also remember to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, maybe share it out, subscribe to the channel. I have set a new goal of 50 subscribers by the end of July on the channel's 1 year anniversary, so hit the bell to receive notifications of new content. Also remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one.